worse the coal's on it. It's 120 miles an hour.
All right. That is a black Dodge Charger. Is that Roland Sprewell?
So that is the center divider, we think?
I think it's Roland.
Center divider. It's not the...
It's not Ileana.
Difficult to say. Looks like it's CHP.
We'll just call it NBC4 because I do not know who this is.
Okay, the CHP has officially taken over this pursuit. It started in Riverside County.
I'm going to lay out for a second, let you guys catch up.
With multiple people inside. There you can see he's just kind of weaving in between the HOV lane and the fast lane, but going really fast right there, holding 110 miles an hour. We've seen him go in excess of 120 miles an hour.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back.
Light traffic right now as he comes
120 plus miles an hour here. We are coming out of the Diamond Bar area into Hacienda Heights on the 60 westbound, headed towards the city, thankfully. No Ileana in the air. This is, unless Ileana's doing her Carl Anthony Towns changing voice as we swerve across lane 1 through 4 on the 60 westbound. At least he has his lights on, because before he did not have his lights on. CHP is in pursuit, engaged, no tracking mode on this high-speed chase.
Traffic. Okay, this is what we're hearing right now. They're talking back and forth between the air units over.
Oh God, that CHP unit's really tight.
The vehicle that is live streaming from inside the vehicle.
What?
Saying something about the 2nd Street tunnel in downtown Los Angeles.
They're streaming from inside the car.
Looks like they are going to put units there to intercept him. 90 miles an hour.
Who's got the stream from inside the car?
Comes up
This is a cloud chase.
Hacienda Heights area.
We have a cloud chase. It was only a matter of time till we had another cloud chase.
LAPD is now.
It's got to be on like Facebook Live or something, or if they're kids. Someone check TikTok. I don't have the app.
2nd Street tunnel near downtown Los Angeles. Apparently, the information they're getting is that this person plans to try to ditch the vehicle or elude the officers in that location, but the officers are...
Wow, so he said on stream, if you didn't hear that, he said on the stream, the live stream, that he's going to try and ditch the vehicle at the 2nd Street tunnel in downtown LA. And the cops have picked up on it.
He's made it through the...
Does TikTok have streaming? Live streaming?
Just north, or I should say just south of the 60 freeway here, still going in excess, well in excess of 100 miles an hour.
All right, cloud chase here. Borderline 4 stars because we've got cloud chase going on, but some really dangerous speeds here as we continue to swerve lanes 1 through 4. There was a cop behind the wall there. Did you guys see that? A CHP unit. That's a potential spike strip area.
On this thing, the once on this person is now evading and
yeah, why would you go on there and tell people your plan?
right now. You slow down just under 100 miles an hour, and that CHP officer has gotten right up on his fender there.
We knew one day that this is what it would develop into. Live streaming of a chase from inside the vehicle.
Again, about 100 miles an hour.
If anyone has a link to the chat, I don't think putting it into Twitch is going to help. Just kind of tell me where it is. But I'm going to, Ranger, if you're in here, I'm going to rely on you to actually find it, because people are just going to
For some reason, they want to get to that location. We don't know why. But that's the... Oh, that was a very narrow pass right there.
We can't see. Zoom in. Ranger, I can't pull up the. I can't pull up my DMs on Twitter because I'm using the browser to stream this on OBS.
Live streaming this from inside. That's the suspect inside the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. For all the people that are listening to us on the KNBC streaming platforms, we're going to be keeping on this until our 11 o'clock broadcast. However, what you're seeing right now is a police pursuit that began in Riverside County of a stolen Dodge Durango. That's the Dodge Durango right there. We understand we have multiple people inside the vehicle. Is wanted for grand theft auto and for felony evading. The CHP has taken over the pursuit from the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. There you can see the lead unit that is right behind this person. We've seen them hit speeds of about 120 miles an hour. Right now, we estimate a speed of about 100 miles an hour. We understand that a suspect or suspects inside this vehicle is live streaming this pursuit from inside, and they are planning to go to
I can't even use my phone because of fucking Jokic right now.
We believe that
Can't even
second
get a
street
tweet
tunnel
out.
we're referring to is the one at Bunker Hill. LAPD has that information.
My phone
and
is just
they've
like
got,
10,000
they've
fucking
got a number of
notifications
LAPD
coming
units
in.
that are going to that tunnel right there.
God damn it.
To try and
Post!
intercept this person. It's unclear what they want to do when they get to that tunnel. They're going to be prepared for that again. CHP right behind this person. They are calling this pursuit right now.
Okay.
97 miles an hour at this moment. And
It is Dodge Charger.
now maintaining
That would be a Dodge
this lane
Charger.
right in the center of the freeway. Previously, we saw him go into the HOV lanes all the way to the right and then all the way back, weaving back and forth across. As you can see, he's going really, really fast past the highway traffic.
At least we're down to like 90 miles an hour here. Still on the 60 westbound, headed towards Pomona. Just coming out of Hacienda Heights. Started in Riverside. PD was the original jurisdiction, I guess, on this. Went from Riverside to Hacienda Heights. Now in towards Pomona, I'd say with no traffic, we're
very, very fast.
15 to 20 minutes away from downtown LA at these speeds.
Occupants, but we're hearing that it's multiple occupants. 87 miles an hour.
5 Tier 1 subs going out from Kaioken.
Right now, that is about as slowest as we've seen him go.
Sorry if I mispronounce your name. We're just flying by officers here. That lead CHP unit's been engaged this whole time. W's in the chat for our boy, Kaioken. Is it Kaioken? All this time I've been butchering your name, but another generous community member here who continues to support the people without subs.
In the downtown area. We're looking forward here on this
Monterey Park, westbound, 60 freeway, headed towards a much more dense part of Los Angeles. We have our lights on, which is a good thing.
Blinking red and blue lights.
Code Jokin. Code Jokin. Louder Up. Mountaintop 678. All you guys, much appreciated. Sorry I can't get to everyone's names.
Stolen. Okay. This is what we're hearing right now.
Here we go.
There is
Update
a
time.
car that is in the 2nd Street tunnel in downtown Los Angeles. They have their hazard lights on. We believe that this may be connected to this pursuit.
Oh shit. Set up a sting.
This person may be trying to have contacted that person.
There is someone under the 2nd Street tunnel in downtown Los Angeles with their hazards on right now where they may try and Paul Walker challenge.
Okay.
And maybe the cops know it and they're just in the shadows waiting for this to happen.
They have found a person in a BMW in that
What is
in
happening?
that 2nd Street tunnel. They've taken that person into custody.
Oh, no!
That vehicle also may be stolen. So it looks like
Another stolen vehicle. I guess they do have to take him into custody then. I was going to say, use them as bait. Use them as bait so we get them out and then you pounce on them as soon as they go for the Paul Walker challenge. So if they get busted, they're busted under the 2nd Street tunnel. Is the plan for this person to still get off and dump the car there? Do they know that he's been busted or that person's been busted?
As it seems, may have been taken into custody before this whole thing has happened. So down to about 87 miles an hour right now. There is the night sun overhead illuminating the stolen vehicle with multiple people in it. Again, this is out of Riverside County. CHP has now taken over the pursuit from Riverside County Sheriff's Department for a while. Okay, blue Mazda. They have a blue Mazda, not a BMW, in the 2nd Street tunnel. They have units on that right now, so it's unclear if this
Is KCal up right now?
I
kind of want to make a change.
Contact with and perhaps
I trust Desmond and Mike Rogers a lot more than NBC.
LAPD. So This is moving very, very quickly
Let's see.
right now.
Is
It's coming
KCal
into
up?
the East LA interchange, just to show you how quickly.
Yeah, almost nothing. I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna make a switch, people. Stand by.
They can try to do some spike strips, you know, that's a possibility, but we have seen the challenges of spike strips on freeways. The freeways are so wide, it's hard to get them exactly where the suspect is. You know, the only thing that CHP is going for them is this driver has been consistently on the 60 freeway. Now, Riverside Sheriff hung in this for a long time. They hung in it all the way through kind of the
Okay.
Whittier Narrows area.
Now live with Desmond Shaw, Mike
before they
Rogers.
finally relinquished
Much more
it to
reliable,
CHP. Now,
KCal.
They did not want CHP to take it over through
not Sky
Riverside
Fox.
County, through San Bernardino
SkyCal.
County, and into LA County. It wasn't until we got
And Mike
Monterey
Rogers will find the
Park
stream,
area
too.
that they finally let CHP take over. As we
Much better
came on
camera
the air,
quality.
You saw those CHP units; they were just getting
I know
in place.
that one time NBC, we just can't trust NBC. And when this chase really starts to turn up, we're gonna need
Pulling
KCal.
away from the officers
Yeah,
now as well.
quite a bit.
Look at these speeds.
Oh, no kidding. Well, if you're just joining us here on KCal News at 10, this is an extended version of KCal News at 10. We're just joining you with this breaking news.
Look at the speeds.
Pursuit of the driver of a stolen.
Oh my God! Look at the speed.
This car, Mike Rogers. on
Holy
the side telling
shit.
us That they are actually.
That's gotta be 130, 140. We know those Dodge Chargers got some pick-me-up.
Got some word that they are doing that, and they were able to find that live stream, and they are now viewing that as this happens, as this live chase happens for you on live television. They are watching a live stream of these individuals. I don't know how many people exactly are in this car, but we know there are multiple, more than one than the driver. But they are live streaming whatever is happening right now, and the officers
No
are getting
taillights.
information from that, Mike.
They are, and Orlando on our assignment desk just got me some new information. This car is a very fresh stolen at 10:10 tonight in the city of Moreno Valley. I told you we had seen the sheriff's airship.
Moreno Valley?
Area, and we do now know that that is where it was stolen from.
From the Kawhi Leonard household?
This street in the city of Moreno Valley. I'm trying to listen right now to CHP and figure out the tactic of why they're so far back. I don't know if CHP is trying to go
Because
into
he's doing 150.
follow road, but they have significant distance from the suspect vehicle. You know, we do have at least 2 helicopters over it right now, law enforcement. We've got H-58, which is from the CHP, their helicopter, as well as a sheriff's helicopter is overhead this as well. So they've got eyes on him, but they've definitely, to me, this looks like a conscious decision that they've asked the ground units to pull back because they were right on his tail. And now we see them at a pretty significant.
And he turns his lights off. This is so dangerous doing those speeds. No one can see you coming.
Says they don't want to put too much pressure on this driver. Already inside this car, they're driving really fast, as we've been seeing the speeds at over 120 miles per hour, as Mike on the desk was telling us. And if they put more pressure by being so close to them, not only are they putting the CHP officers' lives in danger, but also the public, because they never know what's going to happen. This person might make some erratic moves while they're driving that fast at that high rate of speed. And should something happen, I mean, definitely that's very dangerous for drivers as well as those CHP officers in chase right now. But they're doing their best to keep their eyes on this one, I'm sure, with the chopper as well, as Mike has been talking about. We've been talking about multiple agencies involved in this. It started with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department in Moreno Valley. This car stolen at about 10:10 off of Cactus Street. And now we're on the 60
That's
freeway,
tight right there.
And, we've been
Who's
on this
in the
freeway
helicopter? Is there no
most of the
Desmond
time,
Shaw?
The entire time from Riverside County, right?
Right, and now we are in the downtown. LA.
Who's operating this camera? Why do we not have Eliana and Desmond?
Context, we are slowing down now, but as he was coming into downtown, he was doing over 100 miles an hour. Which,
That's the starting all-star team that's not in the air right now. This is prime time.
Sorry,
How dare they have lives?
The other CHP units from the central office into position now, but you see we're going through the downtown area. We hope he stays on the freeway.
Oh God, he's flying.
That
Oh my God, look at the speed. I swear to God, you're really going to make me go back to NBC. Zoom in.
Not get away, but have law enforcement a little bit further back. We would hate to
Who
see
is this noob?
at any kind of speeds like this.
That is not Desmond Shaw. We're getting off the freeway.
We're coming up on the 101 and the 110 interchange here and trying to see which
This is the busiest part of downtown. Look at all these different interchanges.
Even Susie, at times he was blacked out as he was going.
Look how many different freeways you can get on here, and that's nuts. He made a right hand.
That's what they often do. They'll turn off the lights, thinking that maybe that will help.
Sorry, Susie, and if SkyCal can pan back down, Quan.
Okay, I've had enough.
The spotlight was from the helicopter. It looks like the car. Okay, now we're back moving, but he did stop right there on the side of the road.
You're
So
benched.
Back up to the right.
You are benched.
I'm sorry about that. We were listening to what's going on. CHP is telling the LAPD that the passenger was jumped out, and they're going to send somebody to try and talk to that person, or perhaps
Made me go to NBC.
arrest him. Again, 110 freeway
God.
northbound. It's coming up on the 5 freeway as he comes through Elysian Park. These are the tunnels that are near Dodger Stadium for those who are familiar. Going about 6.
Somebody got out? We missed that?
Which is fast for this area. The speed limit here is 55 miles an hour.
How did somebody get out?
There is
They're on a
the
highway.
tunnel. We're going to watch him come out the other side here. All right, that was him. Looks like he made his way off the freeway here.
We're off the freeway.
Elysian Park.
Elysian Park, 110, 101 exit. We're on side streets. We're headed towards that 2nd Street tunnel. We're around the area. A lot of pursuit trees here downtown. Stopped and passenger got out when KCal lost him. Okay, so we had an ejecto
Okay, for those
seat.
familiar, he got off the 110 freeway at Solano Avenue between the two tunnels and now going northbound up towards the Dodger Stadium area, Elysian Park. And he is negotiating back. Looks like
Is that the right way?
down southbound on the 110 freeway.
Is that the right way? This doesn't.
Stadium
Oh my
or
God.
Solano is
For a second, I thought that was the wrong direction.
okay. We've got the LAPD and the
Tell me we have Gil Levis. I need a starter. I need one of our starters in the lineup right now. Tell me we've got Gil Levis on KTLA.
into traffic. We don't know what the reason for that.
Now, and he's going to try to get back onto the 110 south.
We have Gil.
We'll go back towards the 4 level at this point. And,
It's just,
he's
I
gonna
can't get the
continue there
quality.
with the lights or the tail lights at least blacked out.
Right, I mean,
It's really slowed down, just going about 55, 50, 60 miles an hour. Not
this
too much faster than
SUV.
the other traffic that's on the freeway right now, not going nearly as fast as he was before. As you can see, we've got a lot more volume right through this constricted area of the freeway system. Fast lane here, coming back to the 5 freeway interchange. Actually, he didn't make it to the 5, but he's already back down to coming back to the 4 level here. Keeping an eye on this person, slowing down quite a bit here.
To 70 range. Earlier, though, as he was coming into downtown and heading in a westerly direction, he was doing over 100 at certain times. And we were talking before about it looked like the car was blacked out. He doesn't have any tail lights in this SUV.
Not now, Steph.
But the headlights are on. So this could
God,
be a problem.
Steph Curry's just sitting down for the post-game press conference.
But
I still had the
police
tab
officers
loaded.
with night sun on them, they're able to keep track.
How
of where
long
he
do you
is.
take?
His plan was to abandon the vehicle.
God
in a
damn,
tunnel.
people.
That didn't happen on his first go around. We'll see what his plans are coming up in the next few
Okay,
minutes.
this is,
Bill.
we're going with Gil.
That's right, Rick, and shared the car now southbound on the 110. Now, when he gets into
I know,
the
it's
building
because the
here
window's
south of
too
the 101
small.
Freeway, he's got the opportunity to exit and try to get to that 2nd Street tunnel. We'll see if that happens, or if he just continues here southbound on that 110 freeway. Here he goes all the way across lanes, across the.
Oh my God, fishtails
They're at the last second.
almost hits the
We'll see
median.
which direction the driver decides to go here now. He goes back across. There's a CHP that got onto the wrong transition road there at that last second. The vehicle was able to go across that gore point and evade that officer for the time being. We'll see what happens.
Okay,
here.
this should be a little
As
bit
he comes
better.
up to the 110 there. That's the on-ramp back onto the 110. We're looking at 6th Street that he's going to be exiting here.
Much better. Okay.
And that'll put him into that downtown LA area near that tunnel.
You guys saw that New Jersey exit?
We got to get over it.
Using whatever he can of the road to get ahead and.
Oh,
at the
God, now we're
same time
downtown,
able
and we're on
to
Figueroa.
lose CHP on his tail by making that quick move from the one.
A lot of pursuit trees, a lot of pursuit towers here.
6th Street and Wilshire, and now going to be
He really fishtailed getting off the
surface streets
freeway.
here in downtown Los Angeles. And this can also get a little bit tricky
Figure out
with all
the
of the
route.
buildings.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of one-way streets he's going to have to navigate as well. He's running into some traffic. It was pretty wide open for him when he was on the highway.
Okay,
Now,
NBC
getting
lost
downtown,
him.
This time of night,
See,
you're not going to have
this
a
is why we
tremendous amount of traffic
this is
down
why
there.
we.
But it's going to be a little touch and go as he comes
NBC
up to some of the
lost
stop
him.
signs and stop lights to see if the CHP stays right with him. It looks right now like they're still looking for him in the neighborhood. They may have lost him again.
What?
Gil, do they have an eye on this guy?
Yeah, unfortunately, the airship may have lost him as well. We have a couple of airships down there below looking for him. He got off that off ramp, but we lost him behind buildings there. Looked like he may have turned onto Figueroa and made his way back onto the freeway here. I'm listening up to the scanners, but they have lost him as well, getting into the buildings here in downtown LA. That is problematic for all of us up here in the chopper. So we'll try to reacquire right now. But the airship right now,
Tell me,
looking on the freeway,
tell me,
you see the nice
K-Cal's got him.
center of this picture here. We got CHP units on Figueroa looking for him as well.
How did every news channel lose him?
Listen to see where they might have an eye
It's
on him.
down there
Yeah,
where you've got them kind of searching
it's
here.
one
So
of those
possible
things where you get
law
into downtown
enforcement
Los
may be not
Angeles and,
entirely clear on where
you know,
they're at either.
the buildings make it a little bit difficult to navigate those service streets. And just like that, you can lose them, you know, on top of the fact that there are a lot of Uber Blacks down there in that area as well that could blend in very well with the kind of car that was stolen and that we were looking at, you know, that SUV, black SUV.
Yeah, not too many of those
Right,
around
exactly.
downtown LA. And keep in mind, the car was stolen in the LA area, so this guy may have some knowledge of the downtown streets and where they lead to and where he can get on the highways and off the highways, and obviously he can blend into traffic pretty quickly. He already had a plan that he was going to dump the car in a tunnel as the CHP was chasing him back west.
Ileana,
He didn't make it to that particular.
where are you?
But he did get on the 110 and got lost from the helicopters in one of those tunnels that you lead.
They've got
from
every
110
news
over to
chopper in the air
5.
right now.
They
Every
picked him up
single
again,
one.
And now he's
They're-
back in downtown, but you can see the traffic there. If you lose him for a couple of seconds, he's going to blend in. But we continue to watch, and the CHP is still out there. They've got a couple of airships that are looking for the guy.
Possible sighting.
It's
Ah,
noticeable-
possible sighting on ABC.
Dark SUV that he's got no taillights. So
Making a switch. Possible sighting on ABC.
Yeah. Looking right above the 110 and the 10.
Follow that CHP bird.
Let's see. Oh, I see the airship right here coming up on. Is that the one you're talking about? The one? Okay, but no night sun, right?
No night sun. Come on, Chris. We need you, Chris. One time, Chris. Do it for the Chris Christies.
Again, a fleet of helicopters trying to find the suspect. LAPD and California Highway Patrol trying.
We have 5 news networks in the air over this with CHP,
of a Dodge.
multiple units. How could this get lost? Downtown is always
But right now,
creates
law
problems.
enforcement is really out of pocket here after losing visual with that suspect. Very tricky downtown LA. An infamous place to lose the cops if you are.
God, every time we come down here.
Appears to be what may have happened here this evening. Again, this was a.
How did the ground units-
related to a carjacking in Riverside County. Speeds at one point upwards of 130 miles per hour, westbound 60 freeway.
He
All the
even
way
gave
in
you the
into
playbook.
Downtown LA. Rarely.
He told you on
100
stream,
miles per hour.
you have more birds in the air tonight than we've had in weeks.
Location?
Huh? Suspect, of course, cut the live. It was all bait the whole time. Come on, Chris.
Do you want to go to that one or stick with this?
There's another chase? That looks like a sheriff's department.
Go to the pursuit. All right, another pursuit breaking out here. This one.
Another chase.
For his life, and just how far will temperatures plunge tonight? Dallas has the frosty forecast. Eyewitness News begins in 60 seconds.
Son of a bitch. Stand by.
and evading the officers. There were no injuries or traffic accidents that we know of, but we're going to stay overhead and bring you any sort of information when it becomes available. Until then, this is Derek Bell in News Chopper 4. Now back to you in the studio.
Derek, I just want to clarify something here. We're looking at a live picture and we see the lights going here. They arrested one person. There were several people in this car?
We heard that it was, quote, multiple people in the vehicle. We have no idea how many people that may have been. However, it came to a stop right here when he transitioned from the 101 freeway northbound to the 110 freeway northbound. A person in the back seat got out and simply walked away. The CHP has made contact with that person, and now it seems they've taken that person to custody. But let's swing back over to take a look at the downtown Los Angeles area. And when we do, you'll be able to see that because of all those tall buildings, it is very, very difficult to track a vehicle that may be going through the downtown area. That is exactly where they lost
This person
him.
he's a pro.
Street area, he was gone. They could not find him.
Just go into all those tall and you lose all the helicopters. Wait, you go fast enough driving your car, you force the ground units to go into tracking mode. Then you go downtown, you can get rid of 5 choppers, news choppers with cameras, as well as the CHP, because these buildings are just too tall for helicopters, and you just drive into a parking garage and it's over. There's no one following you, it's over. You get away. The same fucking formula every time.
If we tilt down just a little bit, you can see down there, they've got a lot of heavy traffic. He avoided that, or perhaps he got into that traffic that simply blended in. We just don't know.
All right, Derek Bell, thank you. And News Chopper 4 will keep an eye on the situation. If and when that driver surfaces, we'll get right back to you. We also have more breaking news. This from Malibu.
Son of
tonight.
a bitch!
The LA Sheriff's Department is looking for a hit-and-run driver. The crash so violent there, it actually...
God, KTLA went to the normal news. The only one left is KCAL.
And you know, I'm a little bit more comfortable sharing this now that the chase portion of this is over, and law enforcement has obviously had plenty of time to act on this. But on the live stream, I told you earlier I didn't want to share everything that was going on in there for tactical purposes, but because of where we're at in this now, they were actually talking about a swap car. So the suspects on the live stream were talking and plotting where they were going to swap out the car. Which, who knows
we're talking
why?
about, the information that they could be giving officers. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, exactly. And CHP got real wise to that real quick. That was back in the San Gabriel Valley where they were going to swap the car. So clearly we're well past that now. But CHP sent units to that location. It was a tunnel somewhere that they were trying to check out. And we're still trying to sort out if CHP ever found another car over there or what exactly happened. But on the live stream, they were trying to coordinate this swap.
My question is, how did the CHP come upon that?
ABC 7 right now is the only chopper going to the other pursuit.
We were listening to a little bit more.
So hopefully they get there by the time this coverage ends so that we can pick up a different pursuit.
So it's kind of hard to tell if the victim...
Everyone else is over this damn chase right now.
Knew the suspects, or at least knew who they were. But it sounded
Where is Eliana Moreno?
Jump on who these guys were or affiliated with or something like that.
Money in the bank suitcase.
Them in that direction.
Come running down the tunnel with it.
The suspects weren't scared to show who they were.
Eliana would not have lost this car.
No kidding. Well, if you're just joining us here, this is breaking news here on KCAL News at 11. We want to thank our KCAL viewers on KCAL for joining us for this pursuit. We want to invite you to join us for KCAL News at 11 on...
Rather eat dirt!
Again, this is breaking news. A pursuit now coming to an end, we believe, with the CHP. A high-speed chase of a stolen vehicle now coming to an end. We're going to keep an eye on this and see if we can find some new information for you and bring it to you, and we'll have the very latest for you just as soon as we can. Well, meanwhile, we have breaking news. 2 people hurt and a suspect search in Malibu after a high-speed hit-and-run on PCH. Deputies say the driver of an SUV slammed into two cars.
What about Fox? We got to wait for ABC to get to the chase now. They're not live yet. I'm checking Fox. Stand by, people. We're not done yet. Fox is in the news, too. Let's do this. Let's track where how close they are to the chase. Stand by. Okay, I think I can see the helicopter. Here we go, people. Okay. This right here is going to be it, I think. No, that's CHP. This might be ABC. That's the sheriff's department. This is ABC. It's too far west. That might be ABC. Yeah, this is ABC. It looks like it's over. If they're doing circles like this, is it over? Are you serious? Who said it's code 4? They're turning around back to base, aren't they? If Twitter would work, it would be nice if I can... Oh my God. Scanner Pacific has it. No, there's another chase. What are you guys talking about? Is there a third one? I swear to God, this app. This is why I don't use Twitter anymore. It doesn't even fucking load. It won't even load a tweet. I got all these fucking people in my mentions. Talking to, oh my God. It just jams up my phone. Who said Jokic doesn't love the NBA? 1,000 of those at once. Let me try logging in through someone else. Okay, that you can see. Look at the red helicopter. That's probably ABC. And it's doing circles. That's not good. Can you guys see that on the screen? You see the path of where it came from? Probably launched from Van Nuys. So while it says not available on the side, I'm going to... Oh, look at all these choppers. All these choppers are going somewhere, man. These are all news choppers. There's got to be another chase. There's 3 of them headed somewhere. This sheriff's department is headed towards El Monte. They are not headed towards the valley. They would be headed towards the valley if there was no chase going on. They're all on top of each other, too. It's code 4. 2 minutes ago, it's code 4. That's the third chase is code 4. So now they're just going back to downtown to probably get a live shot in case they pick it up. That's why they're all hovering around downtown right now. I think it's Jover. LAPD is advising they heard CHP lost the vehicle. Some units attempting to get to the area. Good fucking luck. That person's gone. Just hanging around downtown. Damn it. All right. No Desmond Shaw, no Eliana Moreno. We only had Gil and Chris Christie in the air. I don't know who is up for Fox. Who even does the night shift? Is it Justin O'Brien? Justin does the weekends. But it's really Desmond and Chris Christie are the only two that I would trust to be out there to close a playoff game if Eliana is being load managed. Right? Why was the camera work so bad on KCal? The Night Sun was misfiring. It was just a bad performance. You just have some off nights. I really think that's just what we have to chalk it up to. Because that was an absolute fumble by everybody. On a night when they gave them the playbook. This was going to be a clout chase. They're all headed back to base. See the NA? You see this chopper over here? They're all headed back up to the valley. This is where they came. This is where they launch from usually, up here. Head back to base. What is that, like Burbank, technically? San Fernando? This is Van Nuys. This should be NBC. They go back to Van Nuys. And this is, oh my gosh, all the way up in Hanson Hills. I don't know which network that is. ABC and KTLA are in Burbank. That makes sense. So that's probably headed back to Burbank. And who's this over here? Who's this over here? Took off from downtown? Yeah, this is over. Very frustrating night, folks. All right. Sorry I didn't have anything else for you. I gave it my all. Any questions, comments, concerns before we go? God, do I need a haircut? All right, DJ, take us to break. I'm out of here. I will see you guys on the top.